Hello, I am John Ronald Berha and I am here to explain what is Kaczynski analysis or polyalphabetic cipher. A Kaczynski analysis unraveling polyalphabetic ciphers. This Kaczynski analysis is a way to break this engineer cipher by finding patterns in the cipher text, such as. But first, what is cryptography or polyalphabetic cipher? It is the art of secrecy. Also, cryptography is the practice of securing communication through the use of codes and ciphers. It's a fascinating field with a rich history. And it is also for protecting information. From ancient times to the digital age, cryptography has played a vital role in protecting sensitive information from unauthorized access. From ancient times, they used the Caesar ciphers, and now in our digital age, we're using passwords, PINs, 2FAs, and other types of encrypting devices. The challenge of polyalphabetic ciphers. Why do they say that it is very hard to decipher a polyalphabetic cipher? One, it is because of the multiple key shifts and increased difficulty. Because of the use of multiple key shifts, it adds multiple layers to add complexity for the analysis, making it harder to decipher. Now, what is Kaczynski analysis or something called as Kaczynski's approach or Kaczynski's examination? First, it is made by Friedrich Kaczynski, and there was also talks that Babbage had the same approach, but Kaczynski was the first one to tackle the cipher. And how does one use the Kaczynski's approach? The first step to that is identifying the repeating patterns or the repeating key streams. As you, Kaczynski analysis is about finding the patterns and counting the spaces between those patterns. And that's where you can get your key. Let me show you an example. Here is an example of Kaczynski analysis. As you can see, it is the repeating text is GZRGF based on our cipher text. The repeating text is GZRGF and it starts from G and the distances between these repetitions are 5, 5, and 5. As you can see, it starts from this G, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then it starts the repetition again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. Now, let me give you another example. Here, we have a plain text fragment that is on a plane, the plane is Jew. And if we use the keyword milk, then the key stream in the plain text will then be encrypted to this cipher text. As you can see, the repetition is ZXIYO and ZXIYO. As you can see, even in our key stream, it starts by 8s. As you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then it starts again to the next repetition. And since we only have 2, their distances are 8. And in another example, when they use the keyword the hospital, as you can see, it is still 8 distance, but it's in another letters. But now, what if you were to use five letter keywords? As you can see, the text has no repetition, the ciphertext, as you can see. That's because you're using a unbalanced keyword, whereas it doesn't produce a, a repetition. Now, after you figure out the key lengths and the distances, by to figure out the key length now, as you can see, after you figure out the key length, as you can see, our word is milk, then it's likely to be 4, right? Now we go by cracking the cipher. Once you know the keyword length, you can analyze the ciphertext to figure out the actual letters in the keyword, allowing you to decrypt the message.
This slide explains the frequency analysis on segments. Number one is letter frequency. This involves analyzing how often each letter appears in different part segments of the ciphertext. It's assumed that each segment was encrypted with the same key letter. Next is statistical analysis. The letter frequencies from the segment are compared to the unusual frequency of letters in the language. This helps identify pattern and possible key letter used in the cipher. And the next slide is applying the Kasiski technique. Number one, identify repeating sequences. Start by finding recurring pattern in the ciphertext, noting their starting position. 2. Calculate distances. Determine the distance between these repeated sequences to uncover potential key length. 3. Segment and analyze. Divide the ciphertext into segments based on the key length and apply frequency analysis to each segment. 4. Decode the cipher. Match the letter frequencies to common letter patterns and shift accordingly to decode the message. Next is strengths and limitations. Strengths. Kaczynski analysis is effective against polyalphabetic ciphers and provides a systematic way to analyze ciphertext. Limitations. The technique is only effective if the ciphertext contains enough repetitions and if the key is not too long. This slide shows real-world uses of frequency analysis. Number one, code breaking. In the past, it helped decrypt message during wars using method like Kaczynski analysis. Next is cybersecurity. Today, it used to find weaknesses in encrypted system to improve security. Yeah. 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 This slide shows applications and use cases. Number one, secure communication. This involves using cryptographic technique to protect sensitive information like military secrets, diplomatic messages, and financial transactions. Think of it as unlocking important data with a special key that only authorized people can access. Second is cryptography research. This involves studying the theoretical aspects of cryptography. Researchers explore new ways to create stronger encryption methods and analyze the security of existing ones. It's like developing new types of lock and studying how to break old ones to make them even more secure. And the next slide is polyalphabetic substitutions principle. Number one, multiple alphabets. You have a set of different alphabets like A to Z, B to Y, C to Z, and so on. Next is key-driven encryptions. You choose a keyword or phrase as your key. This key determines which alphabet you'll use to encrypt each letter of your message. Next is shifting alphabet. The keyword or phrase shifts the regular alphabets to create the different alphabets you will use. And the last slide is conclusion and key takeaways. Number 1, Kasiska analysis. A valuable tool for deciphering polyalphabetic ciphers. 2, repeating patterns. The core of Kasiska analysis lies in identifying and analyzing repeated sequences in ciphertext. Last is key length and frequency. These techniques help determine key length and facilitates frequency analysis on segment.